from my side, my name is Philipp Engelkamp. I am one of the co-founders and managing directors of Ineratec, which is a company based in Karlsruhe. Karlsruhe city is a city in southern Germany. We are founded in 2016. We have a headcount of more than 80 people currently, and we are dealing with e-fuels and e-materials. I will come back to that later. We all know the Paris climate goals, and we might also know that we need to do more in the sense of reducing carbon dioxide than we do now. And this is especially accountable for those industry where we cannot electrify. We've just heard a nice presentation about electric cars, but aviation, for example, but also vessels, heavy duty transportation, you cannot electrify those industries easily. This also accounts for the chemical industry. So the question is, what can I actually do if there is no easy and simple alternative to fossil fuels? Well, one opportunity is to produce renewable fuels. And we do exactly this. We produce renewable hydrocarbons from greenhouse gases. The process is called Power to X. It is called Power to X because we use renewable energy, so from solar, from wind, from hydropower, to generate hydrogen from water with the help of electrolyzers. And we then combine the hydrogen together with carbon dioxide into renewable fuels and materials. This process is done within our unit, and we then produce gasoline, diesel, kerosene as the fuels, but also for the materials, we have waxes or methanol, which can then go directly into the chemical industry. Since we use carbon dioxide as an input material, you could also say that we recycle greenhouse gases into valuable products. The process itself is not new, to be honest. It is almost 100 years old. You can see a picture of a traditional plant here, but the problem is that this process and this technology is not yet suitable for the renewable sector. So what they do here is they use fossil natural gas and they transform it into fossil synthetic fuels. So it is not suitable for the renewable industry. And this is mainly because of the applied reactor technology. On the left side, you see a conventional reactor. Right next to it, the small blue dot, that's our reactor technology. And besides the obvious, namely the size of the reactor, we have at least one major advantage compared to the conventional reactor technology, which is we can follow the loads. So if you look at renewable industry, you always have to deal with load fluctuations. So just imagine daytime, nighttime, you have a different amount of renewable energy. Or even worse, winter and summertime, you also see different amounts of renewable energy there. And conventional chemical plants cannot easily react to that. So if you want to transform that known technology into something which you can apply in the renewable industry, innovation is necessary. And we've done that for more than 20 years at Karlsruhe Institute of Technology, and we've been able to acquire this IP from university and make a spin-off and be very successful in the market. Important to mention is that we do not just build small units. That's very important because we need to go into large markets, we need to produce large amounts of fuels, therefore we need to produce large chemical plants. We do that by two effects. One is commonly known in the chemical industry, it's called scale-up. So the larger the plant, the lower the cost. We can also do that, and we are pretty successful with that. The second effect, which we can use, is the so-called numbering up, and that's pretty special as well. So we transform the usually given problem in the chemical industry, namely the scale-up, into a numbering up and the multiplication issue. So we can produce, for example, our reactors consist of plates. So we produce the plates very efficiently and at very low costs. We then stack the plates. Depending on how high the stack is, the larger is the capacity of the reactor. Then we can multiply the reactors in each module. And finally, we multiply the modules in each plant. And therefore, we get to larger capacity plants very easily. And this is super interesting because you can effectively reduce the risk of your project and your technology risk. We've done that pretty successfully since 2016. We have been active in the plant sale business model, which means we sell the units to customers in the chemical industry, but also other industries. We started in 2020 with another business model, which is named e-product sale. So we invest, we build, we manufacture, and we operate our own plants, and we sell the final products, namely kerosene, gasoline, diesel, waxes, and methanol. And this is highly interesting because if you're a chemical company and you know how to deal with a chemical plant, then you can just purchase it. But the most attractive customers of us are customers which are not familiar with the chemical industry. So for example, the automotive industry cannot deal with a chemical plant, but they are highly interested in those fuels, so they pay high prices for the fuels. And that's how an innovative company like us can be active in such a field. What we do is actually a reality. It's not just a concept. We have more than 13 plants built and delivered. This is one of them. It is a plant in southern Germany. The focus is on e-kerosene. So this is a plant with the focus on aviation, obviously. It transforms hydrogen, which we get from an electrolyzer, from the solar field, which you can see in the background, and carbon dioxide is coming from a chemical plant, which you cannot see in the picture, but it's there. And we combine the carbon dioxide and the hydrogen in our container and transform it into Fischer-Tropsch products with the focus of e-kerosene. Another plant which we are very famous of, which we are very proud of, is our plant together with our customer Atmosphere. Maybe some of you have even heard about that. It was in some news, in a lot of newspapers, in some German TV news. It's a plant which is installed in northern Germany. We produce, again, mostly e-kerosene. The production capacity is about 1 ton per day of fuel. And we've delivered the plant in 2021. It was inaugurated by Ms. Merkel and Minister for Environment, Ms. Schulze, in October. And the news was just all over the world. So it was a great event. And therefore, we are super proud to go on with this project in 2022. I've talked about scale up, I've talked about numbering up. So the obvious is that we build larger plants. One is planned in 2022. Here we will invest about 30 million euros, up to 30 million euros, 13 million euros for a plant with a capacity of 3,500 tons per year. So 10 times the capacity of the plant which you've seen just before. And the fuels will mostly go to aviation, but also to the shipping industry. And some of it will go to the automotive industry and the chemical industry. And by that, we have a plant right next to the Frankfurt airport as a perfect showcase, and also as a product which we can then number up internationally and in so-called sweet spots for Power-to-X. My name is Philipp Engelkamp. Again, thank you for having me. I'm now looking forward to your questions. And if you're interested in being our customer, our investor, if you want to work with us and for us, then please do not hesitate to contact me, either pre-name plus surname at ineratec.de or info@ineratec.de. Thank you very much.